Heat level critical. Override engage. Heat level critical.
As you can see, I have taken the ambush and turned it into an abomination. An abomination by the terms of many people who are into DACA, into Ultra AC5s, Ultra AC10s, Ultra AC20s, that are into Gauss builds, ballistics builds in general. Or maybe you were going to put machine guns here, and then two ER medium lasers, or ER large lasers, or large pulse lasers, or PPCs. No, I changed this around to something I can use, something I know I'll enjoy. Let me show you. I changed out the left and right arms with the prime, which gave me 2 missile spots on each side. So I added 3 LRM-20s and then a NARC. Now if you put the NARC in this configuration and you go to the consumables, you can see that it puts the NARC way up high, and if you look at that, that's well above the cockpit. The cockpit's here, I'm sitting in this little bubble here, it's way over here, so even if I can't see them, I can still put a NARC down range. But anything I can see, I can put a NARC on, as long as it's within range. And let me show you the range. First of all, go to the quirks. As you can see, there's really nothing for me here. I added all kinds of other quirks to it, and I'll show you those in a minute. But in the meantime, I added 1 ton of NARC ammo, and that gives me 15 shots. Oh, yeah, 15 shots. And I got the 3 LRM-20s, and you can go with the 2 LRM-20s and then an LRM-15. I only did this so that it would be easy to cycle them all 3 at the same, and then you wouldn't have the cycle time be slightly shorter with an LRM-15, because they'll cycle a lot quicker that way. Then for defensive weapons, I put in 4 heavy light lasers, or small lasers, whatever you want to call it. And then I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tons of ammo, and that's going to give me plenty of ammo to fire these 3 LRM-20s. I don't have to worry about cooling or anything, because this is an exceptionally cool map. That's the one thing that people get wrong about the Sun Spider, is the Sun Spider actually runs really cool if you run it properly. So even without any quirk features that the mech has built in, this is running at a 1.39 on the heat, and that's firing all weapons. That's an alphastrike. That's really good. Speed is 86. Or excuse me, speed is 81, power is 86. And when you come to the consumables, I'm running my 2 standard cool shots and then advanced UAV. Let's look at the special quirks. All range, velocity. This is great, especially if you have 3 or more lasers. It really it takes out the duration, so you don't have to stay on target very long. You can run these also with, if you don't mind sacrificing some missile ammo, you can run small pulse lasers too, and you can fire them all at once, and it's not a big deal. So missile rack, spread, and explosives. Survivability, absolutely. No AMS, so I don't have to think about that. Even though this runs really well, I still want to keep within my heat range, so I ran cool run and heat containment. Target decay, target info gathering, as well as this 1 seismic. Honestly, I only select this so I can get the seismic, because when you're firing as an LRM boat, you don't want a light mech sneaking up behind you. Sensor range and radar deprivation. I do like to have my active zoom, advanced zoom, excuse me, and I use that actually for the NARC. And then my item for my 2 cool shots and an additional item, which is my UAV, and of course enhanced NARC. Weapon grouping. I'm firing these all simultaneously. They're not on a chain fire. It's not a big deal. The heat's so manageable. And then my NARC is on button 2, and then on button 3 I got these on a cycle for my LRM-20s. And I'm putting a lot of weapon down range. I'd like to explain to you why I picked this particular mech, the Ambush, to make into a LRM boat. Let me show you. So first of all, the important thing to note is that you get 4 laser points in the center torsos, left and right. You can use these for a variety of different ways. I use them as offensive weapons, not as primary weapons, because I'm running 3 LRM-20s. God, I'm so tired. I am also running a narc, and this is going to become apparent to you in just a moment.
Target acquired.
So I have a lock on this here, and I can fire the narc, and that way if he goes into cover, he can't do anything about it. I can still have a narc on him, and I should be able to hit him in these positions wherever he goes. So as an example, he's behind cover now. And I'm still able to lay waste on him. Watch this. I'm still hitting him even though he's in cover. Probably gonna lose the narc in a second. Yep. So this is one of the reasons I picked this mech. Another one is because it does have the 4 lasers, and it still gives you the option of having 4 missile points. So I can get close enough to use my weapons on him. Example. So if I come in here and I target in on his legs, specifically the left leg, I'm doing damage. Probably help if I hit my override.
Override engaged. Heat level critical.
So now I'm able to do damage on him with these weapons here. They don't have a lot of range, but they do have range nonetheless. And if I wanted to finish him off, I could. So I narc him, and then I can move on. That way, in addition to me being able to see him, the rest of my team can see him, and they can put missiles on range as well. Now, here's another example further over. I'm going to go over and check out the cicada. Everybody's been on this map, so everybody knows where most of the mechs are. There's a Jenner way over against the wall near Delta 4, and so on and so forth. So now, I'm going to come over to this spot here. If I get it just right, I should be able to narc him. Let's see. There he is. Now, even though I can't see him, he's there.
New target acquired.
My lasers aren't going to do anything because the wall's in the way. Let's go take a look at what he looks like. He is not having a good time. But I'm going to hit him with missiles anyways. And once again, I can't hit him with my lasers. I'm out of range or a number of different things. But because I knew he was there, I can still hit him. Even though the narc is already worn out. Let's see if I can hit him again with the narc. Now I've got a lock on it. You can hear the lock.
Target destroyed.
And now he's a paperweight. Watch him just tumble away. So those are a couple of situations where you can use this. Now, here's where it really comes in. When you have to deal with light mechs are the hardest to narc, but they're also the most worthwhile to narc because a lot of them are stealth. You can look it up. The majority of stealth mechs are usually light mechs.
Target acquired.
So let's say I get into a crater spot like this. Let's take a look at this guy up close. If I narc this guy, that should have narked him. I wonder why it didn't. There he is. Okay, so now he's narked. Now he can run around the battlefield, and if he had stealth, he's not hiding from anybody. Until that thing runs out, people can see him, and more importantly, people can target him, and they're aware of his presence. Getting a narc on a stealth mech, I don't think the Commando 1B is a stealth mech capable, but it's a real huge advantage. This guy's not having a happy day. Now there's one disadvantage to having narc, and I've experienced this in a number of matches. When you narc somebody, they will go after you with a vengeance of 1,000 suns. I don't know what it is exactly. It doesn't do any damage, but they seem to get really upset about it. And also, narc has a very limited range. So this says it has a range of 690, and we'll see if I can bring it into that range. So now I've got range. We'll see if I can hit him. Now I'm dead on hit with him, and that should have hit him. But see, it's not working. Watch again. There we go. So it's really close. So I'm getting range on him now. And after you get a narc on somebody, they're going to want to kill you. It's a fact. They go out of their way to kill you at that point. Because you can do this to them. Bye-bye.
Target destroyed.
Let's go down range and see what that looks like from his point of view. So he was just right here. So I'm going to turn around. And where was I at? I was way over there. So let's take a look. Yeah. My missiles are going way out and beyond him. So it's like they teach you in jiu-jitsu. Never punch your target, punch through your target. Hopefully this was helpful. Some other things to note about narc, just like everything else, you know, you have to be perfectly in range, and you have to realize that if you slap somebody in public, and that's essentially what narking is, it's the same thing as walking up to somebody and slapping him in the face. I mean, you think that being on the battlefield means that you're going to automatically be picking a fight, but no, no, no. You narc somebody, you basically just said that their mother has been ran through more than a track meet or something, you know, which is wrong. But that's what's got to happen. And by the way, let's take a look at this up close. And let's get outside of the sand. Where the hell did I go? There I am. So this is what this looks like up close. Watch the narc coming out. There it goes. Goes downrange. Let's see if we can
From
see it.
babygaga.com.
Echo, shut up.
Some
My Echo Dot talks to me. And here's the lasers. And here's an alphastrike. Let it cool down. There we go.